Right, there we go. Everything is up and running. What's this? Oh, an unread notification. Yeah, no, my microphone is unmuted, but no signal. That's because it has a mute on its own thing. Thank you. What is up, everybody? Today is the 5th of June. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. Like it's some weird coincidence. What? It's the 5th of June. Like time doesn't pass. All right. What will we be doing today? Well, as soon as I remember to press the live screen, as my cat goes crazy because I'm talking, we're cast testing. So today, as you can see in front of you, ooh, it is Agatha. Um, I played this deck once before. Honestly, I don't remember all too much about it. Um, nothing. Let me rephrase. I don't remember too much specific about it. Um, I just remember that it had some milling mechanics. I remember I actually liked it back when I played it, even if I don't remember everything about it. Uh, but it is a deck that was kind of important to something that I made because the general deck building for it is what inspired me to make Amaranth. Um, if you do not know Amaranth, but it wouldn't surprise me because she's an extremely new character. She hasn't been in a whole lot. But she starts the series. Well, first off, she was created because Marvel Comics told a bunch of the artists, say, you have free reign to design your own character as part of a forgotten sidekicks art campaign type thing. So, God, I knew who it was like 4 days ago, who the artist was that designed her. Hold on, let me look real quick. Um, Not this one. I forgot who it was. Jen Bartel. She was originally designed by Jen Bartel, and then they incorporated her into the comics initially as Agatha's apprentice, and then Agatha, being Agatha's like, I can't handle this shit, and then she kind of just threw her at Scarlet Witch to train. When I made Amaranth, I made her as a combination off of what I felt a new mystic would do, and then what I thought a mystic that was a little bit trained by Agatha would do based off of what this deck has in it. So this deck has a mechanic where she burns through her own deck and then she does stuff. Well, guess what? She's going to play with Amaranth, and Amaranth does the same thing. Before I begin with this, my Amaranth, probably too strong. But you know what? I don't fucking care. She's fun to play. I've gotten feedback that she should probably be nerfed, and she should, but I don't think I'm going to. She is extremely fun, and I don't give a shit if she gets nominated for anything cast related. It's like a lot of my shitty decks. So I have 39 cards in here. Did I not put 40 cards in here? Oh my god, I'm breaking the rules. Man, what else can I put in here? What else can I put in here? Shit. I thought I had 40 cards. I lose my mind. I do have magic in here, right? My cat has zoomies. Yes, I do have magic. Let's look in here. Let me grab another one. I blame all you guys for making me do this. Hmm. 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 She doesn't have any superpowers, so Death Focus is useless. Does she have endurance? She does not. Let's just give her an endurance and move on with it. So one thing I did do is there is no pre-con for this. So I decided, in my infinite wisdom, to put some custom cards in there to help her out. FFG does not have a lot of support for spellcasters, so there are multiple of us in the community that have taken it upon themselves to make spells. So she's got some custom spells and I think like one custom mystic in her deck to help her out. But yeah, I got their obligations up here with Crossbones. Shocking. What do you know, Crossbones? Now, go ahead and shuffle this and get started. Because I wasted enough time talking about much ado. That is. Oh, I actually didn't shuffle this one. I was to say that's not my favorite. Or maybe I did, and I've already blotted it out of my mind. Probably shuffled it 20 seconds ago, and it just disappeared. Oh, kitty, calm down. I start talking, you're going to lose your mind now? All right, anyways. She probably doesn't want me to talk, that's why. Why are there 2 boxes for Agatha? Because after I built this table, this is, by the way, this is by Ripper. I should probably said that at the beginning. This is Agatha Harkness by Ripper. But yeah, after I created this table, he threw the lovely little insert here for rules clarification on Ghost Agatha, which doesn't even enter until she is defeated. So hopefully I do not get defeated. She gets 6 cards. We got 2 super squishy mystics here. So this will be fun. Oops, I don't know why I'm doing that. I can actually press the button for her. This isn't supposed to be in my hand, so I'm going to discard it. Much better. We got here. Generate a wild resource for a spell or mystic. After resolve Agatha's power absorption ability, ignore this spell trait requirement. Certain equal number of cards on the top of your deck. Okay. Shouldn't that be interrupt? Well, okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm losing my mind. It should be an interrupt because it is an interrupt. I'm the one who's wrong here. I might need to keep Jennifer. I don't know what I'm going to spend in this hand. I'm already off to a good start when I'm not reading the fucking card properly. This is an interrupt. All right. Let's get into this. Let us get into this. I'm going to use Genius to get... Oh, let me spend one more. To get this out into play. Let me spend these to get this into play. She's a 1/1/1. A 1/1/1/1/1/1/1/1. And she's going to smack for 1. Also, 3 health. Or excuse me, 2 damage, which is 1, 2, 1. And that'll end Agatha's turn. Yeah. Alright. Ap cut me pee up, aka Amaranth Howlets. What do I do here? Heroic Intuition. It is weird to look at her and see a 2/1/1 and then Agatha is a 1/1/1. I did not look at Agatha when I made that. Also, very similar color schemes. Let's see what I'm gonna do now. This can't do anything. This needs minions. Clear the area. Can't do anything because it's not a damn side scheme. This is energy and fisty. Do not have the fist. Flip. And I guess she'll just hit for 1. And that'll end her turn. Wow. I have nothing she could have done. I'm going to get rid of negates and negates and draw 3 new cards. Hey, spiritual meditation with hot Satana. Yeah, all right. Agatha has a 5. Yep. 3, 5. I'm going to call it now. By the way, I'm going to be ignoring the unique icon on Scarlet Witch. Just to let you know, I'm going to cheat because both these characters have Scarlet Witch, and both of them kind of need to play Scarlet Witch. So screw it. 1, 2 attacks Agatha, who of course does not have, defense. I'm going to take it. I'm at 12 hit points. It's for 2 damage. So 2 damage, and I can discard an equal number of cards. And it's not forced, but I'm going to do it anyways. So this lets me take any 1 card that I have to discard into my hand. Hey, look, one of the custom cards. Let's get Witch's Road. And then this gets discarded, which means it procs. And it deals 2 damage to an enemy. And then I should probably have her ready. Attacks Amaranth for 2. Do I defend for 1? I mean, really? Yeah, let's do it. Let's defend for 1. Her being ready is not a prerequisite for this deck working. 2. Counter. The butthole. Okay. We can stop with that shit. First player. All right. 2, discard 1. Why? It's happening to me. Havoc, if you watch this, it happened to me. There's a white fox in my hand. Look, there's a digging deep over here. I mean, I don't fucking want her. Alright, so I've got threat to get rid of, but I do have Witch's Fire. So I'm going to use Strength for Witch's Fire and discard the top 3 cards. And I deal 2 damage to an enemy and then 3 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to deal 2 to the villain and 3 to the Hydra Jet Trooper. And then I get to keep one of these cards. I'm going to take the Genius, and the Digging Deep comes into me because it's discarded. I'm going to... Abjurate would be kind of wasted right now, so I'm going to Digging Deep to play Clear the Area onto the main, which will draw me a card. Ooh, kinky. Let's see what I want to do here. I'm going to spend 2 to Witch's Fire, get rid of the top 3. We're going to deal Let's deal 2 to the villain again, and 3 to this guy. And then I'm going to keep Hell Rune, which means that Soul Separation would go off, but there's no target for Soul Separation, so it doesn't matter. And do I flip? I mean, I might need to. I'm only at 5 hit points. I can stay up for another turn, I think. Yeah, I can stay up for another turn. To Agatha. Oh, wait, actually, what do I have in my hand? Fist and energy. Okay, Fist and energy. Get rid of this. And then actually, I think I will flip down. I'm not going to do her ability because she's not going to be able to play anything, I don't think. You know what, screw it, let's do it. I mean, she can play this, but she's not going to. There's her Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch? Eat Scarlet Witch. Pretend like one of them is not Wanda, because there is another Scarlet Witch, which was her mother. Play Spiritual Meditation, draw 2, discard 1. I'm going to discard here. Digging deep. I have good cards in my hand, unfortunately. This for endurance. Just road. What's this after a mystic alter ego? Changes to hero form, exhausts this. This actually really helps her out. I always had an issue. I think I had an issue with this last time I played this, with Witch's Road being a identity specific card. Because Witch's Road is walked by, well, it's walked by Amaranth. It's walked by Scarlet Witch. I think Jennifer Kale's been on the Witch's Road, but I cannot verify that. I think she has. Let me put the Witch's Road out. We'll attack and defeat the Hydra Flame Soldier. And that is going to end Agatha's turn. And then 5. Oh, nope. This is the last one, technically. Good. I love drawing the soul separations. Darcy. Magic Flights. All right. 1, 2. Schemes for want to have this shit memorized because I keep playing Crossbones. Of course. Of course, I got the 3-er. And then attacks over here. Agatha will... I think she can take this. Yeah, I want to take this. For 2 damage. And then she discards the top 2 and puts 1 into her hand. This, because this will go into her hand anyways. Alright, here and here. Alright, he's starting to become a bitch. Insight, and he gets another weapon. Hey, Crossbones, stop being a bitch. Alright, over here. So, Spellbound Strike doesn't do much right now. 1, 2 for the Sorcerer Supreme. Actually, I might want to give room here because of her thing. So I can play a spell, which I'm going to do. So 1, 2 for Witchcraft. Sorry, Scarlet Witch. We're just hanging on right now. All right, so I deal 1 damage to an enemy. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck for each boost icon. Discard this way. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. To an enemy or that enemy? To that enemy. And then if I get no boost icons, then I get to stun and confuse them. So 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or stun or confuse, right? Yep. Let me stun him. Then I got here, what do I got? Mental Fist and Energy Fist. Mental. Oh, if I wanted to, I would. She's going to thwart for 1 because I don't want to get retaliated against right now. What's for phase? That's only from an attack, though. All right. I've cut me P up. 1, 2, 3. So the top 2, add 1 to my hand. Flip. Spiritual Meditation. One way or another. Let's give her a hand. In that case, let's get this, because no Madam Hydra's not in this. I take her out now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I draw 3. Don't have Scarlet Witch out, so I do have her in my hand. 1, 2, and oh, what do I want to get rid of? Darcy. 2, Scarlet Witch. So this Scarlet Witch, after she enters play, discard the top 5 cards of her deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Add each identity-specific card to her hand, to these. And then her ability will proc and give her this, and then this will go to her hand anyways. This is why I'm saying she might be too strong. Get in her hand. Oh yeah, do I play the counter game? How many times did it burn through her deck? Speaking of which, Skilled Investigator. Me 1. And, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do something from Witch's Road, right? Shuffle 2 cards from that hero's discard pile. My next spell should be 1 less. Okay, cool. So I get 2 of my cards back. So not including this and this and this and this. So 2 cards go back in. Let's get an energy and a soul separation. What did I just do? I don't know. I guess it's not important if I don't remember it. Born of Chaos. So discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Actually, is this a spell? I'll give you a spell. So my next spell is one cheaper. So add this installment. Gives a self damage equal to the. So he'll hurt himself. And then I Born of Chaos to discard 3. So my next card played this turn is 5 less. 1, 2, 3. I'll take this, and these will go away. Next card I play this turn is free. Let's get my crest out. Then I'm gonna spend 2 on this. And then number 2 and then number 3. One, 2, 3. Oh, I can only discard 1 from the top of my deck right now. Shit. Let's remove 2. Scarlet Witch is a character that I kind of want to get burned through quickly so I can get her back in. Unfortunately, she's not going to beat the deck resetting, which is going to suck a little bit. I can abjurate for 1 additional. So abjurate, discard this. I'm not going to take it to my hand so that it removes 2 threat. 1, 2, 3. Now, when my deck empties, I can use this, but there's no threat to remove right now. And then this to heal 2 damage from an identity. Actually, this would proc because I get a card from discard pile into my hand before the deck resets. So let me get. Actually, I might just get a. Yeah, I might just get a resource. I draw a card for defeating a scheme. Useless. I can't even Madness and still a villain, so that's going to end her turn. Amaranth has some long turns, but she's fun. 1 more card. Yeah, let's get 1 more card. This. We got here. We gain youth. That's what she needs. More freaking hit points. What's funny is I didn't realize that this would do the same thing that this is doing. Because when I built Amaranth, the only card that I retained knowledge on, like I completely forgot everything else, was her card that when she runs out of cards in her deck, she does something. That's the only one I remembered. It's kind of like the basis for me starting Amaranth. Anyways, I forgot to get rid of any of this. I still had cards in her hand, right? I had the Genius. I had. I don't remember. It's too late. Whatever. Just gonna deal with a turn of him having +2 attack and +1 thwart. All right, so he goes attack Agatha, but is stunned. Goes to attack Amaranth for a base of 3. I'm going to defend with +1, so I've got +2 defense. No matter what, I'm taking damage from this. So 4 damage. So 2. And proc Madness installment. So after the attached enemy activates, it deals itself damage equal to the amount of damage it does or threat it generates. And then I discard cards from the top of the deck. So it's actually doing 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I discard the top 4. For Cardia's Grip. I think I accidentally used Cardia's Grip like as if it was the other card. earlier, which I didn't mean to do. I'm going to take this, group up, and get rid of this. This is gone. This over here, and this over here. She's going to take 2 damage. I've read the place threat. First player. I'm going to energy into Witchfire. These are the top 3. I'm going to take and negate. I'll get rid of this, and this goes into play. Hello, White Fox. So I'm dealing 2 damage to the Hydra Bomber and 3 damage to the Hydra Soldier. I will then spend 1 on negate, which will get rid of the when defeated effect. And then White Fox will attack it for 1. So I do not get an encounter card. I mean, I can remove the last threat, but why? I have energy and mental right now. Let's just fucking overpay to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Also, I hit him, but he wouldn't have retaliated with that. Would he? He's getting dealt damage by an upgrade, right? Retaliates. Would he have done 1 damage back to her? Let's find out. Let's look. Scroll past retaliates. It's when they're attacked. That is not an attack. That is just him taking damage for activating like a dumb idiot. Stupid idiot. Also, he has that hit point back. How much damage did he take? 4. So he has all this back, and this is like that. All right. Over here to Agatha. Why do I have all the good fucking cards in my hand? I'm supposed to have 1 more card in my hand anyways, because of the Supreme Sorcerer Supreme. Magic attack and Witchcraft to pay for Regained Youth. Actually, I'm going to put this over here so remember the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Agatha's a tank right now. In the defense of Ripper, aggressive conditioning didn't exist when he made Agatha. Aggressive conditioning didn't exist when I made Amaranth. I don't actually even have the Justice version of that in her deck, which I probably should do because she is hella squishy right now. So I can subdue 5 damage, or I might deal 2 damage to Agatha Harkness, or heal 2 damage from her. I don't want to get rid of Scarlet Witch. I don't want to get rid of any of this. Why? Why? God damn it. I hate having so many good cards in my hand. Let's knock this off. I mean, I have every resource, so I could get rid of this, but I'm just not going to bother with that right now. Because that requires me to get rid of Scarlet Witch. I'm not doing that. Scarlet Witch. Oh, yeah, speaking of the Scarlet Witch, she would have thwarted for 2. And now I have a chump blocker. 4. This. I very thematically did not include Sorcerer Supreme and Amaranth's deck. Because why would she be Sorcerer Supreme? She's barely even a competent spellcaster. 1/2 attacks Amaranth for 2. Scarlet Witch is going to be deck. Scarlet, wow, got the shit kicked out of her. Attacks Agatha. I mean, she's going to take it. She doesn't care. Just our supports. This is the only support I have, right? Say goodbye to the Witch's Road. I forgot that that's a thing. I take 2 damage. And add a spell card discard this way, but this says ignore that requirement. Yeah, I'll take Ebony. Or do I take... this is a good card. But I think this might be better for me now. Also, should I have another card in my hand? So Ebony should be in my hand, and it should be between this and this. Still this. Because I keep forgetting to get the +1 hand size from the Sorcerer Supreme. Also, did I take the damage? No, I did not. Encounter and encounter. There's a lot of dogs in the fire right now. I'm in hero. So this card gains Surge. He attacks Amaranth, who has 2 defense, but do I sacrifice? I sacrifice White Fox. He gets a tough status, right? And she takes actually 2 damage exactly to defeat her. And then we get another encounter card. Rune Schemes. 4. 2. Over here. So she's got a fucking hand. We use this and this to Soul Harvest onto the villain. Wait, he's got 5. I'm going to attack the villain to knock the tough off. I'm going to Soul Harvest the villain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She heals for 2. Discard the top card of her deck. It's a card that I kind of wanted to keep. So it is a Fisty. Let's take a look at that. Stun. It's stun, nerd. And I kind of wanted that. Flames of Faultine. Should I get Ebony in? Or do I wake that power? Let's wake that power. So discard the top 2. Got 2 wilds. Choose one of the above. Yeah, so I can draw 2. I can do it again. Want to see me do it again? 1, 2 energy, and wow. And then it's getting added to my hand. So each resource icon does card this way. Do the following. So I got an energy. So I removed 2 threat from a scheme. I got a wild, so I get to choose one. Let's do the mental first. Draw a card. And the wild, draw a card. And this gets added to my hand. I'm going to spend 3 for Scarlet Witch. After she enters play, I choose a spell event in my discard pile and attach to her face down. What should I grab? Let's grab the good damage one that I like so much. This one. Attach it to her. I can play it. I have the resources. Mental Fist. And also get rid of one of these 2. Which might be in my best interest, actually. Or do I get Ebony out? I think what I'm going to do is use White Fox to play Ebony. This is such a squishy Scarlet Witch. I don't know why I'm pressing the ready button. So Madison Stillman might not be a bad idea to place on the villain right now. Oh, excuse me. Guys, went to the wrong pile. 4 for Hellrun, one of the new champions. So after she enters play, discard until I get an ally, which actually I might not have anymore. All I need those 4 cards. I think there might only be 2 allies in this deck. Oh, Jennifer Gale. Jennifer Gale comes into play exhausted. I get this in my hand. I get this in my hand. And then out of all these right here, I get to take 1 and add it to my hand. Might just take this. One way or another. That actually whiffs. I should have known better. That didn't happen. I actually really should have known that information. So I'm going to spend the mental and this as a fist to get rid of the piercing one. It really doesn't matter because neither of these characters are getting tough or retaliate, I don't think. I'm going to thwart for 4. There's nothing to thwart. I'm just going to attack for 1. And Elrune's going to attack for 1. And that'll end her turn. Oh, wait, my deck ran out. Road 2 threat from the main scheme, which doesn't matter. However, I still get to get a card from a discard pile and add it to my hand. Which means Scarlet Witch. Welcome back. And then I exhaust this to heal 2 from an identity. And then we ready up and draw up. And then she's got a thing. After she runs out of cards, heal 2. I'm just going to exhaust it so I know I did it. 1, 2. I would have liked to have discarded that. 1, 2. Attacks Agatha, but is stunned. Attacks Amaranth. Scarlet Witch, chump block this. Yeah, Scarlet Witch will chump block this over here. Defeat Scarlet Witch, because this one only has 2 hit points. No, I can't do that because I have this attached. She's just going to take that damage, actually. This was 3 damage. Just going to take it to the face. Encounter, 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 encounter. And then not see a weapon until like the bottom of the deck again. it's all kicking off. This is actually going to be very painful. Watch him get assault. Right. So first things first, this happens. I'm just going to take this like a champ. I'm going to take it like a good girl for no damage. And then he attacks me for a base of 3 with arranged and ranged. Hell Rune, you've kind of done what I need you to do. 4 damage. One. What a fucking reveal. I knew I was gonna I just knew assault was coming up. 2. Discard soul separation for not being what I needed to be right now. 2. Game lag. Game lag like what? Discard this. Do one way or another. Actually, hold on. Before one way or another, can I do an attack? Let me 1, 2. That was a resource that I just did, right? Yep. For Scott Witch. Like I said, I'm ignoring the unique rule. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mine in play. And then this goes into my hand because of my hero ability. All right. Now we one way or another. Let's just. Oh yeah. Before I did this is why I wanted to wait. Scarlet Witch is going to defeat the Hydra Bomber, so I have one less Hydra Trooper out here. Or Hydra anything, I should say. Now I get Legions of Hydra. And it only gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. So Jennifer Kale has 3 threat removal. She is going to 1, 2, 3. I will then spend 1 to clear the area. 1, 2. I draw 2. I am very tempted to I can only do it. Yeah, that's right. I only do it once. Well, what's my thwart at? It is at 4. Let's remove 4. I can Witchfire. Get rid of clear the area and one of my abjurates to Witchfire. Just score the top 3. Let's put this in my hand for next round. So 5 damage. I already have the machine gun out, so I need to worry about that. This is he's at 14 per, right? It's 28. And White Fox will ping him for 1. Over here. So this is my 3-coster, right? Yep. Spiritual Meditation. This was the first one, so this should have been in my hand. And then it's between this and this. Ooh, that just made it interesting. So if I use 1, 2, 3, I can play this. And let's take this. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. So 5 damage. 1, 2. And then discard this for a fist, which is stunning the villain. Also, doesn't she have one damage on her? I think I thwarted with her. Oh yeah, that's because I was getting ready to remove her from her almost being defeated last round. What do I have here? Mental fist, energy fist. Fist. I do have fist. Energy fist. I can not for 1 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of those were blank, right? It was a 2, 2, 1. Yeah, 2, 2, 1. I can attack for 1, 2, 2 damage. Whoop the damn doo doo. Yep, 2 damage. And then I have. Actually, I might not even need her to chump block. I might just. She doesn't have anything for it. I just keep her around for later. I keep this hand. I do. These days, I'll play this and not think it's the other card. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6, because I'm going to remember this time. See, I remembered. 1, 2, 3. Would attack Amaranth, cannot. Attacks Agatha. This is the machine gun for no damage. The machine gun is whipped twice. Attacks for a base of 3. She's going to take it. This way I can use her ability. Again, I'm undefended, but I do have a support. Every time I go undefended, fucking Hydra Flames. 1, 2, 3. And then I get to take any of these cards into my hand. I'm taking this, I think. And then this goes in my hand by default, and this is gone. I'm sorry, Witchcraft. I like you, but don't love you. Please. And please. Toughness. Guard. Over here. Mirror image. I'm not going to die, so I can just put that there. Certainly don't plan on it, at least. I have plenty of health. Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2. Discard 1. Roll this. Smack this guy for 2. Let me wake thy power. Actually, what am I doing? I have this available to me. I guess I can use it on this. Wake thy power. So I have 2 different resources. So I have a draw card. And I mean, healing is not even really needed. Threat removal is not even needed, so I might as well just draw a card. Healing's not even needed still. 2 to basic spell. And choose 1. One, 2 for another basic spell. to that Digging Deep to Self-Healing Spell. I'm going to discard 4. I don't know why I'm spreading them out. Doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, does kind of matter because I do get that in my hand now. Yeah. It's going to end her turn with a chump blocker. Over here, let me, one way or another, I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. 1, 2, 3. And then discard the top 2. 1, 2, 3. I get to draw 3. That was a draw. That was certainly a fucking draw, wasn't it? We'll spend 2 on Abjurate. 1, 2, 3. I will take Madness Installment. That removes 5 threats. White Fox will remove 1. And I get to draw a card. This is actually not a bad card to draw. How many spells do I have in my hand? 1, 2. I meet the 3 requirements. She removes 3 threat from main. Scarlet Witch will attack for 2. What does this require? This is a mental infesty. 1, 2. This for a Madness Installment. Abjuration would be useless. Negation doesn't do anything. I might as well just snack for 1 damage. Do I flip? I don't think so. I think I've got all the chump blockers in the fucking world. Exhaust. Do I discard down? Yeah, I'm gonna discard negates. And draw these. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Guess gets another fucking encounter. Guess gets to heal herself by 2. She's at full health again. This is honestly kind of turning into a little bit of a joke. 1, 2, 3. Attacks Agatha for 0 damage. This is whiffing every time. And then attacks Agatha properly. Agatha is at full health. She'll just take this. I'm going to get attacked again. So this is 2 damage. This isn't force, right? So attacks for 2. Let's take the 2 and then drop the top 2 and take this into my hand. Oh, that's another attack. So actually this is doing 0 damage. Oh, wait. I still have to do the top card from this. For 1 damage, finally. And then the 2. A little bit backwards, but I did what I was supposed to. All right, attacks Amaranth and White Fox. So 3 damage. I'm going to let Madness Installment proc. 1, 2, 3. And I discard the top 3. And White Fox is dead as shit. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take Born of Chaos. Go to this procs, so it removes 2 threat from a scheme. And then this procs as well. So I heal 2. I'm doing a little out of order, but This procs, I remove 2 threat from a scheme. And I get a card from a discard pile and add it to my hand. Probably should have actually let Scarlet Witch die so I can get it back. Let's see Hell Room. A lot of encounter coming out though. Villain schemes. Two. And a toughness. I'm already regretting that now. This is not an undefended attack. 2. So he has both advances. He's got retaliates, and he's got this. It's a good thing she got hers first. This. All right, so I got stuff to do. What do I need to get rid of this again? It is energy and mental. Let me. Got good cards in my hand. This is a shame. Just got to retaliate. So let me spend. Let me play Born of Chaos. Just for top 3 cards of the encounter deck. 3, 4, 5. Next card played this turn is 5 less resources. Then I discard the top 3. So next card is -5, Hell Rune. So before I play Hell Rune, let me Jennifer Kale to remove 3 threat because I do have the spells. This way, when I play Hell Rune, I get to actually bring this out if I have a ally in there. I don't think I do, and I need to be putting these over here. I don't have any allies left, do I? Certainly does not. Oh, well, she'd proc and get discarded, so well, actually, she would proc off of Hell Rune, so she'd have to come into play for that way. All right, this is my hand. This is my hand. This happens, it removes 2 threats. Also do not want it in my hand. This happens and removes 2 threat. I do not want it in my hand still. Just shuffled that, so one way or another might not be a bad idea. Got some long fucking turns with these 2 characters. All right, I'm going to one way or another. Legions of Hydra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. All right. So it's in the energy and mental. Mental, energy. I can Witchfire and deal 5 damage and knock off the. Well, knock off the tough first and then the armor, if I remember correctly. So White Fox will attack and knock the tough off. And then, okay, lag. That was a nice one right there. 2 for Witchfire. We discard the top 3. 3. I will take this. Thank you very much. And that will deal 5 damage. And then I will thwart for 4. I will meditate. Use digging deep to pay for clear the area. Draw 2 because of this, and then draw off of clear the area. I will spend 2 on a Witchfire. 1, 2, so this is doing 4 damage. Actually, before I do that, because I know I'm going to run out of cards, Scarlet Witch will attack for 2. And then I do this. So this will hit for 4. I'm going to take the Spiritual Meditation. These should be... Did I already cycle through the deck? Since the last time I had these... Means I can't actually grab Scarlet Witch. I cannot actually defeat the villain with her. That's a shame. Spiritual Meditation. Smack for 1, I guess. Spellcasters rule. I can't put White Fox into play. Spiritual Meditation. I mean, it kind of doesn't really matter. Let's Wake Thy Deep. So, what do we got here? A Fist, so I can heal 2 damage from my hero. And Wild draw card. Oh, this goes in my hand. Fucking hell, let's do it again. 2 Fists and an Energy. Or 2 Threat from a Scheme. Can't do it. 2 Fists. Heal 2 damage. I'm just prolonging. 1, 2, 2 basic spell, and I'm just going to deal the damage. Deal the damage. -2. I'm probably going to play Agatha like 1 more time, just to play her not alongside Amaranth, who again slightly broken. Might I don't know. I might actually go through some of her deck and see if I want to nerf a little bit here. She does run a little bit hot. But yeah, like I guess this would be the second impression for Agatha, I think, because I did play her a long time ago, but like I said, I don't remember all too much about her, even though I based some of my deck off of her. So while I set this up, yeah, just like with Songbird, there was one component of a deck that I played where I liked that component and I fleshed it out for my own like idea, where it became like a wholly original thing after that. So with Songbird, in her case, there was a old Black Bolt, like 1 single card, I think, where he had something to do with flavor text, and then I developed that into the concept for Songbird. Survive it. And so Songbird was kind of built off of that. Amaranth was kind of built off of a mixture of the milling mechanic from here with what's it called? She's got that 1 card that's regain. Wow, like regain youth, where she has cards that when she runs out of cards in her deck. So You see that in here. That's kind of where I got, like, this would be what a character who was trained by Agatha and Scarlet Witch would do. She does need a little refinement, obviously. I don't know. She's so fun to play as she is. Is she overpowered? Yeah, I don't know if she's overpowered to where she's not fun to play with other people. I don't know. Maybe I can take a look at her. Anyways, Agatha, how do I feel about her after one time playing and then probably another one or two times playing? We only one occult knowledge. Um, that's almost like I don't know if she's ever going to take the damage to get that. She's got she's got so many, like, especially now when she was made. There wasn't a aspect upgrade that was going to give her hit points. It was just going to be endurance and her own card. But even then, 16 hit points is a little bit rough for a villain to get through. In expert mode, this would be a better card. Solo though, +1 thwart, you can never argue with that. Scarlet Witch, I like it. It's a shame that in the base game there's not a ton of spell support for that. I like Witch's Road. Again, I mean, I'm making a big deal about the fact that it's weird that this is a identity specific card when Witch's Road is not really identity specific, but at the same time, there are cards that are identity specific in FFG's decks that are not necessarily specific to those characters. So, I mean, I guess I don't mind. Um, yeah. This one, this is a really good, excellent fucking card. Agatha along. I didn't actually get a chance to play this. It's just got milled like every single time. And like to the point where one time I looked at it just to see if it had like response when this card is discarded off the top of your deck. Um, Let me see something real quick. Um, is there what I'm looking for is there a thing on player side schemes where um sorry, I'm still getting distracted by looking for it. Would would not the text of while Agatha Long is in the victory display come before the response? Oh my god, and that gives her more fucking hit points. Jesus Christ. She's a fucking tank. um I, because I'm not sure, I really am not going to judge that. Takes any amount of damage from an attack, remove an equal amount of threat from here. Yeah. This is a really good card. It's a shame I didn't fucking get it. This is good fun. I wouldn't say it's one of our stronger cards, but it's just a good card. Witchcraft, actually, like a lot of times, I've said it before. I'm not a big fan of gambling to do things with a deck, but Witchcraft I have fun with because those things feel very thematic for mystics to do. Other characters I'm not too fond of it, but a character like Agatha, I get it. Character like Wanda, I get it. So I actually really like Witchcraft. I don't think it's overpowered. I think it's good. It has a fallback in case you get no boost icon, so it's still strong. I just don't think it's overpowered. It's 2 cost at that, so I definitely don't think it's overpowered. I really like this card. I really like this card. 5 damage, heal 2. And then stun confuse. Kind of like her strongest card, her like ultimate ability of just like how it's a spell. She's just ripping somebody's fucking heart out. It's really bold to call it a spell. Wake Thy Power. Start top 2. Yeah, this I like this card. Ebony. I didn't even get to use it at all. Isn't this Nicholas Scratch, according to the show? Yeah, I think next. I mean, I don't think I'm going to play Agatha at least one more time. I'm probably not, like I said before, I'm not going to pair her with Amaranth. Amaranth, Amaranth plus Agatha might have broken this game. Um, there's a lot going on. This game was probably 20 minutes longer than it had to be because of how much these two characters can do. That being said, I had a lot of fucking fun playing this. I enjoy mystic characters. Um, Doctor Strange is fun. Wanda is the first character I mained in the base game. Actually didn't. I don't think I've played Adam. Have I played Adam Warlock? If I have, I've only played him once. Um, I enjoy Agatha. I enjoy Amaranth. I enjoy my Satana. I liked actually I can't remember if Havoc's Damon Hellstorm is a mystic or not. I know he's infernal. I think he has spells. I just don't remember if he's a mystic. Anyways, I have a lot of fun with mystics. Um, the set looks great. Um, the only card I'm not really a fan of is Ghost Agatha. I don't even think it's necessary. You've got in the set, you've got an additional 7 hit points on its own. This is free and not particularly hard to get through. All you have to do is just let yourself get hit. Um, you got this that's healing you and giving you another 4 hit points. You got almost certainly, if you're building this deck, you're going to build with endurance. And depending on what aspect you take, you're probably going to take that aspect's +1/+3. Um, there's a lot of hit points available to her. I'm not sure if Ghost Agatha is really worth it. That being said, I mean, that doesn't mean it has to be taken out or anything like that. I just don't think it does anything. The only reason I would see Ghost Agatha doing anything is if you die early, in which case you're dead early. You're just going to be a player that's sitting around watching somebody use Ghost Agatha because you can't play anymore, or you just walk away from the table at that point. I think the only value Ghost Agatha has is if you die extremely late game, but usually extremely late game, it's just harder to die because you're kind of set up. I think the only purpose for Ghost Agatha would be if you're playing like a really hard expert mode villain. Also, what another thing that's stopping Ghost Agatha is the mirror image. It's preventing you from being defeated. So, I mean, it's just a card. I don't hold this against the deck for existing. I just don't know when it's ever going to be useful. It's the only card that I really have that thought about. Everything else in this deck, I love this deck. I really do. This is one of my favorite decks I've played. It was one of my favorite decks when I played it the last time for the cycle. I do not know how this didn't get sealed then. Um, I do think it's a strong deck, so maybe some people thought it was overpowered, but I don't think it's overpowered. I just think it's a strong and fun fucking deck. Um, Hopefully it gets sealed this time. This is yeah, this is hands down one of my favorite decks I've played. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream there. This has been an hour and 20 minutes. And I spent the last 15 yapping about bullshit that nobody really cares about. So, with that being said, have a good morning slash night slash day, wherever you may be. Take care of yourself because the world is a dangerous and scary place. If you want to check out more custom content like Ripper's Agatha Harkness, which again, one of my favorite decks, like my way too strong Amaranth Howlet, um, and like the aforementioned, um, Havoc's Damon Hellstorm or my Satana or any other amazing content. Check out the Discord. I'll have a link for it in the description. Still waiting on verification from YouTube because I got a late start with that, so that I can actually post an actual link. But the URL will be in my description. If you check out more of my boring ass streams at ridiculously early hours in the morning, come join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/the actual Jackson. With that being said, oh yeah, if you're watching us on YouTube, please and subscribe. I don't really give a shit if you share. Like and subscribe. Comments too. Those up. Anyways, yeah. Ciao.